and he heard a commotion. It was Jesus passing by with a crowd and it steadied in motion. And even displaced his whole life and should even try hard. Don't bother me. That's what they say. Nothing to offer. Stay in your place. Why did he do? He had to choose. Nothing to lose. Can you help us sing? Can you help us sing? Jesus, I need you. I need you. Don't pass me by. Don't pass me by, Jesus. I need you. I need you in my life. I need you in my life. I'm not much different from that man. This is the honest truth, yeah. Could this simple one live this messed up life? Could I ever serve you? People and things clutter my mind. Should I even try hard? Don't bother me. That's what they say. Nothing to offer. Stay in your place. I must admit. When I think about it.
One of the things that a lot of us need from time to time is legal advice or representation, and it's not always because of something that we've done wrong, or we just need advice sometimes. Attorney Buchanan, is that a good way to put it? Or can I call you Alex?
You call me whatever, just call me. Doesn't matter.
Just call you as long as we call you.
Yeah.
What type of lawyer are you? Is it corporate or?
I do corporate work, and principally I am representing banks and people that need to borrow money and need documentation to do that. So a lot of times I do municipal finance, which means I'm representing cities and counties when they need to borrow money for streets and roads and police stations and things like that. So I do municipal finance too.
So that's guidance in the right direction, so they won't make none of those wrong turns and end up owing more or less, or being charged more or less, and to make sure that everybody get paid.
Yes.
Can that be a little nutshell as to how you might advise people or make sure that everybody's, not just signing on the dotted line, but
that's right. Well,
they know what they're signing for.
That's part of when you're representing lenders, you're very interested in making sure that you have collateral security to get the loan repaid. And so you do the documentation so that the lender gets what he's bargained for, but doesn't get any more than he's bargained for.
How long have you been at this?
I've been at this 35 years.
Was this a wish from childhood, or a want to, or this is what I want to be? When we're playing in the community and children, we run around, I want to be a fireman. Did you say I wanted to be an attorney?
No, I sort of backed into it.
You backed?
My father and his father both were physicians.
Oh, yeah?
And my father, with a passion, wanted me to be a doctor. And maybe because of that, I decided I needed to go in some other direction.
Oh,
because,
is that right?
He was a pretty forceful guy, and might not have let me have as much air as I needed to have at that time.
Oh, yeah?
So
now, this didn't irritate.
Well, he was disappointed.
He was disappointed.
He was. But I had an older brother who also he wanted to be a doctor, and that brother stuck with it a little bit longer than I did. He ended up going to law school. And so once he went to law school and did well, and then my sister married a guy that was going to law school, I said, sounds like something I can do.
Sound like something you can do. You haven't regretted a day.
I really hadn't. I mean, I think it's the best job I could do given my talents. I've never been a good preacher, and I've never been a musician, so I can't do some other things. So.
Yeah, when we were kids, we used to, I think it's a song we used to sing, Doctor, Lawyer, Merchant, Chief. Is that right? Do we remember? Yeah, Indian Chief.
Indian Chief.
I don't know if you played any of that, but those are some of the games that we played running around in the community. And that just crossed my mind, even though, you know, we say what we want to try to do once we get older. But, and I'm glad to hear that you haven't regretted not one bit of your work. You really enjoy it.
I do enjoy it. I mean, there are plenty of days when the other side teaches you a lesson in humility, and I take my lessons in humility hard like everybody else
Is that
does.
right?
But,
That's a good learning pattern.
yeah, you just got to keep practicing law, and hopefully you can get better at it.
You know, one of the things that we admire you for is the help that you gave Brother Colbert in acquiring custody of his little sister. And I'd like to commend you for that and for helping him and supporting and encouraging and making it possible that he could get custody of his sister. And I think that you've made somebody happy, two somebody. Darnell as well as Brother Charles was happy.
I was happy to do it, and I can promise you that I was more rewarded by getting to know Charles and Darnell than anything that I could have been paid. So I'm just pleased to have been able to do something useful.
Yeah. And then you run into a lot of people, a lot of personalities, a lot of characters. What would you describe as one of your, I don't like to dwell on negative, but we have to deal with that sometimes. Well, not negative, but what was one of your bad experiences? Not to the point that would make you regret being an attorney. A difficult time.
Well, I think that any time you have, I principally ended up, as I said, in the corporate arena, which means I'm not doing litigation. When you have a transaction that doesn't close and meet everybody's expectations, that's disappointing. A lot of times people still, our expectation is that we still get paid even if the transaction doesn't get closed. And so you have clients that are out there having spent money and they haven't gotten what they wanted. So it's disappointing to everybody.
Well, you know, I hear a little bit of compassion there, meaning that you feel you're not just working for money, but you working because you love it and you care and you're compassionate. You care about how people feel, even though the outcome cannot always be as we and as you want it or dictate it to be or work toward it being. But you feel when things don't come out right.
Sure.
Are not right, but come out too
Perfectly.
Yes.
You're paid to get it perfect.
You're paid to get it perfect.
Right. So
And always something. But that is good. We are so glad to have you, and we thank you so much for being in the community. And speaking of the community, do you get many questions or concerns of people out in the community? Or, well, let's say giving back to the community. I believe you just gave back to the community. This is a good example of giving back to the community, Brother Charles and Sister Darnell. Okay.
In my firm, I work at Waller, Lanston, Dorch, and Davis, and we put on a legal clinic at the request of the Legal Aid Society, so that a group of our lawyers will go down to the offices of legal aid and are available to answer questions to people free of charge, and just come by and answer questions. We can help. We don't always know the answers, so that's
You know, that in all of our business, I know somebody, man, don't always know, but you know who to send them to.
right.
You can lead them or direct them into somebody who can help. And that's always great as well. When you can't do, you know your limitations, you just pass it on or send them to somebody good. Well, we thank you so much for your taking the time.
Buchanan. I'm an attorney with Waller, Lansden, Dorch, and Davis. Hope you're enjoying CC Gospel. If you would like to contact me, please.
Don't you touch that dial.
Who is none other than Brother Colbert's sister. Her name is Darnell. And one of the things that make her special is, first of all, she has Down syndrome. And she is one of the most charismatic people that I've ever seen. And this is one of the people that, one of the occasions we had just had a conversation with attorney Alex Buchanan, and he is the one that's responsible for this custody taking place. Brother Colbert now is in custody of his great little sister, Darnell. And first of all, we want to thank God for this happening, but we certainly thank attorney Alex Buchanan for working so hard to make this possible. And I said earlier, he made 2 people happy, but I think that we made 3 people happy. Brother Colbert 1, and Sister Darnell 2, and Brother Alex, or attorney Alex Buchanan 3. So he was happy that he was able to get this done. Darnell, how you doing today, dear?
All right?
You doing all right?
Yeah.
You like Charles? Is that your brother?
My big brother.
Your big brother? Is
Big
that right?
brother.
You like that guy?
Yeah.
Is he a good brother?
Yeah.
Are you a good sister?
Yeah.
You are. Oh, yeah, yeah.
He's my big mama.
You're your big brother. Well, that's good. We're so glad that the 2 of you, do you love him too?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Does he love you?
Yeah.
He does. Tell him he doesn't, so you better love him.
I got big mama right
Your
there.
big brother, you better love
Big
him.
brother and big mama.
All right then. So he's taking 2 roles. He's being mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good. Because there's a lot of single parents all over.
I want to sing.
You want to sing?
Yeah.
Sing, honey. What do you want to sing?
You
Show.
sing, get it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay. What we gonna sing?
Hit it.
What we gonna sing? Go on. If you ain't got nothing, what we gonna sing?
Come on, count 1, 2,
Okay. 2,
Okay.
1, 2, ready, go.
Sweet love,
sweet